22 pounds of boost. Woo! You know, we find cars to test in different and interesting places, and this is Russ. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah.
I met Russ at Cars and Coffee, and I saw his Evo 10, and he saw me, and he said, you gotta come drive this car. So here we are, Willow Springs Raceway. Russ brought his car out, we brought the video cameras. Tell me about the car, bro.
My wife let me get it, finally talked her into it, so I was like, yeah. Told her I wouldn't do anything to affect the warranty, and that was kind of shot after about a week.
How long did that last?
About a week and a half.
Okay.
But yeah, it started, and it's actually been a really fun kind of opportunity because we work with a lot of big companies on building the car. AEM, Force Performance, we've done a lot quite to it. We've done a turbo swap. Road Race Engineering has kind of been the shop that's been the main sponsor on this.
All right, tell me about Road Race. What do they do?
Great shop out of Santa Fe Springs down here in California. Do really legitimate race prep work. No, you know, underglow kits, any of that stuff.
If it doesn't go faster, they don't do it.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
really just down to earth guys. They do really good, solid work.
So how much power does the car make?
Right now we're pushing a little under 400.
At the wheels?
At the wheels.
Okay, and
so
originally it was what, 250 wheel?
230, yeah,
okay.
from the factory.
Originally 291 crank, right?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Yeah.
So it's considerably faster then.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, and the biggest thing we did was the AEM intake and then the tune, and that right there was about 30-40 wheel horsepower.
Just
right out of the
software
box.
intake done.
Yep. Mike Welch at Road Race Engineering does all the tuning.
Okay.
And he's really done a phenomenal job at keeping reliable power, which is, this is a daily driver as well, so we're trying to keep that as well.
Without the back seat in it?
Yeah, you know, I pop that back in when I need to get groceries, things like that.
So we've gone through horsepower and engine stuff.
Yeah.
What about suspension and brakes?
Suspension, Roby Spec, which is a big shop out here. Robert Fuller did the full setup on the suspension. It's KW's Variant 3, so really good.
Coilovers?
Coilovers,
Okay.
Full setup. And then Roby Spec, if you're not familiar with him, he does full setup on the suspension.
Okay.
You just bring it to him. He
Corner balancing and all that stuff.
Weight, everything like
Corner
that.
balancing, very important if you're going to track your
Yeah,
car.
and I'm a big guy, so you know I want to make sure I wasn't
They
going to be offset to the
They got to
left,
put the
you know?
sandbags in the trunk for you, for sure. How have you been running today?
You know, this is our first session that we went out. I had a really good time. Yesterday it was just complete crap, raining all day.
Yeah.
So today was a really good opportunity to kind of get out and kind of let all that frustration out, kind of like a honeymoon night.
Yeah.
But so this GT3 was on there, and I was riding him, and I just got a little too aggressive. Got sideways, had a nice solid four-wheel drift. In my head, I was like, wow, this is looking pretty cool.
Until it all
right
goes
when I
wrong.
thought that, I shot out.
It happens to the best of us. That's the
Right,
good news.
yeah.
The car is all good.
Yeah.
So, do I get to drive it?
I don't know, man. Have you ever driven something like this? I've seen
Yeah.
some of
I have
the,
a video
GTRs.
camera. Usually
That's
that
true.
helps.
All right. I guess with a video camera, we'll let you get it. You got a couple in here, so that should be good. So we'll let you pop in there.
Let's see what happens. Since I have driven neither this car nor this track, Russ took me out as a passenger for a session to get a feel for the racing line and the Evo's cornering and braking limits. It almost goes without saying, but both are extremely high. Willow Springs' 2.5-mile road course made for the perfect place to test the car's capabilities, as it is a very fast circuit with virtually no hairpin turns, making it easy to take advantage of the Evo's all-wheel drive system in the fast bends. My first thought was that Russ did far less braking than I expected, but by keeping smooth steering inputs and getting back on the throttle early through the corners, it allowed him to simply point at the apex and let the car sort out the rest. Russ drove right on the edge, constantly surprising me when the Evo didn't seem to break a sweat. It did exactly what it was told at every corner. Russ kept the RPMs high, and the Evo pulled like a freight train, virtually lag-free from corner to corner. On the downhill back straight, we passed 3 and 4 cars at a time, reaching nearly 130 miles an hour before slowing down to 90 for Willow's infamous turn 8-9 combination. I couldn't believe it, but for most of the afternoon session, the Evo kept up with a Porsche 996 Cup car. We both decided that if he was going to beat one of Germany's finest around the track, he would have to shed some weight, and that meant I had to go. Russ blasted out of the pits on his own and right onto the track, assuring me that once he passed the Porsche, it would be my turn. Russ just went on. All right. What just happened here is that I was about to get in the Evo and drive it, and it appears that our buddy Russ, who owns the car, just tried to make a pass, and apparently went off for the third time today at a very, very high rate of speed. I'd be surprised. Well, he's driving away. Unfortunately, this day is not going to end well for the Smoking Tire crew. I obviously won't get to drive the car on track. I rode in it. It was fast, and I'm sure it'll be fast again soon. Unfortunately, Russ had a crash today at the track. But the good news is that if he joins the Carbon Fiber Club, which you can do by going to thesmokingtire.com and clicking on the Carbon Fiber Club banner, he can save a whole lot of money on all the stuff he needs to fix his car. It's free to sign up, and if you use the Smoking Tires membership channel, you get an even better deal. He's gonna need it, and you guys should look into it. He's gonna need it like today. Maybe I should just sign up for him now on my BlackBerry.